Diddy and Devil got the same letters, the same amount.
Never noticed.
D-I-D-D-Y. D-E-V-I-L. Dilla.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars, man. We back with another one. Jaganator. She's back for one more go. And as you can see, the realjag.com is what we promoted right now. Cash App is still the same, Jags Bread too. But realjag.com is where everything's about to go, and we'll touch on that more. How are your spirits, man? You smiling?
I'm happy.
There you go. So what I would say,
something going on in the other room I've never had happen in my life. I have Angelo Minerci and a man that I love that he likes.
There you go.
Like, Ange,
start with that.
That's not an easy thing.
Man, let's go, man. Let's go.
But I'm happy because I think we're going to be making linguine and clams over Tokyo Toni's house later.
We're gonna touch on that in a second.
Yeah.
Before we get to it, Jag, we have
the real Goomba.
No, for real.
Wait till they get a load of that.
Wait till they get a load of that. So, Jag, normally, something happens in the news and we have to jump right on. And again, we're so happy to be able to have your opinion and your thoughts on it because, you've been, I don't want to use the word whistleblowing, but you've just been speaking your truth for a long time. And the world wasn't caught on yet, but now they're catching on. To where we have a situation where a man by the name of Jonathan Oddi, who is technically what is considered not even a sex worker, but a sex slave to Diddy, where a video gets generated. He's working with the feds, and a video gets generated where he had a conversation with the federal government in 2019, explaining what was going on.
Did he? Pray tell, where was he being held?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. He was arrested for, I believe, drug charges.
I'm
don't know where he's being held. But,
gang rapings tend to induce anxiety.
That's facts. That is facts.
Yeah. You might want to get high, trying to forget everything that just happened to you.
So let's peel it back like layers. Let's peel it back like layers, Jag. Jonathan Oddi, which I believe he looks Caucasian. He might be mixed.
He's definitely from overseas. Honestly, the way he talked, he sounded Far Eastern European, maybe Romanian, most likely.
I
don't know, it's a tinge of Kiev in there.
Eastern promises. Okay, so he says that he was technically involved with over 15 encounters.
Yeah.
Cassie and Diddy.
I'm sure.
Were you surprised with that number?
God no. Why would I be surprised? How many times and ways? See, the hardest thing in this moment is not being repulsed by repeating what I already said. And I don't want to gloat and be like, I told you. I don't want to do that. Because there are still people that are probably being enslaved right now as we speak. In tunnels they haven't found. On private islands, they're not surveying with satellites. There's this book that I read for the second time while I was in jail last year in Bossier. It was called Women Hold Up Half the Sky. And it was telling all of the stories from overseas of all of the women who have been trafficked. There was one woman that literally had to get pregnant by one of her customers so that he would have an excuse to kidnap her and marry her and then stand his ground, shotgun in hand. This is my woman. You can't have her back. With the cops sitting there on the street. Like, that's happening every day in the world. Americans are soft. We take for granted the liberties we have because there are so many countries where girls go to school and wake up in a brothel and can't nobody do nothing about it. Worse yet, won't nobody do nothing about it. Y'all need to pick up that book. Women hold up half the sky. See, we talk about trafficking like it's this, foreign thing. It's not. It's very common. It's so common it's been happening in some of y'all faces for 50 years and you didn't even bother to recognize it was happening. I don't get it. Don't be appalled. Be outraged.
That's real.
People don't understand my antics. So the reason why I talk about certain things the way that I do, because I'm acting appropriately for what it is. Sorry if I don't say it with a smile. I'm sorry if I use curse words. I'm sorry if the truth offends you. It makes it no less the truth. And it doesn't make me a liar because you don't like it.
Real quick, let's break down this in layers because a thing that he said was happening, and what's more damning than the freak off that he was doing with Diddy was he's saying as he was forced to, Diddy would tell him positions to get Cassie in and handle all that. And he was, of course, pleasuring himself in a corner, but he was also conducting business on the phone. Like he felt comfortable to conduct business in front of a stranger penetrating his girlfriend. And the things that the guy said he heard about business is like some things that Diddy probably wouldn't want to just be out
sure. There. Ain't nobody figured out Diddy a Blac or no.
And what makes him comfortable, you feel, to just be like, let me talk business?
Because he's a fed. He ain't going to jail, or at least that's what he believed. Well, he believed till I started praying for it. What did I tell y'all? He's going to indictment.
I feel like.
Did I not say that?
You said it.
Why don't nobody want to believe me? Everything I say seems to come true. I might not be a traditional whistleblower. I might not be a whistleblower at all. But what I am is a dog whistleblower. You might not be able to hear what I'm giving you now, but I promise you, when it comes around to the right frequency, it's going to scream. Ain't that what it's doing now?
It's screaming. So, you knowing the nature of a beast of a man like that, as far as a man who doesn't mind.
The devil incarnate.
You
never noticed Diddy and devil got the same letters? The same amount?
Never noticed.
D-I-D-D-Y. D-E-V-I-L. The devil. He's the devil. And if he ain't the devil, he is the damn short shepherd for him. He wants to be just like him. Proud of what you done? Proud of what you raised, Joyce? Stellar guy. I guess he took that season and slapped your mama to a whole nother level. Gave you a little flavor camp, huh? I'm just tired of the weirdos, really. I'm tired. And I'm tired of people pretending that the weirdos ain't weirdos. Let's get Diddy indicted and let's get Jay-Z up next.
Do you believe?
I promise you, whatever trafficking the diddler is being looked at for, Sean Carter aided and abetted or was directly involved.
They say that Diddy had tapes of the UMG president. I forget his name at the moment, but
I'm sure he got tapes on everybody.
Does that, you feel like that makes him move in the level of protection? Like, I'm not going to get indicted because I'm protected by the powers that be.
No, he ain't protected. He has to make up his mind real fast what he gonna do. He's got 3 options. 2 of them are realistic. One of them is a hope and a dream. See no face, no case. Why ain't nobody listening to me? No face, no case.
There you go.
The right doctor, the right boating accident.
So right now, Jack, we're about to be in June. If the feds do pick this up, how long do you think it'll take them? A couple of months, couple of weeks?
9 months before trial is set. Preliminary is going to get pushed back for about 3 months after that. Then if he's still alive or if he hasn't had a little accident, become somebody new, we look in late 2025. Yeah.
And for those,
it would be real great if we could get Jay-Z indicted by Christmas. That'd be fabulous. Maybe for his birthday in honor of Pimp C.
For the witnesses that may come forward, do you believe they'll be protected in their,
they are
have money that
protected.
can bring back?
They are protected because I pray for them every day. The ones I know and the ones I don't know, and the ones that I know are being made victims as we speak. It's about to get real tense. And there's a lot of girls and boys who are still trapped inside the machine, working, paying their flesh debts. There's still a lot of them, and they know things that people ain't going to be comfortable with them knowing. What people really need to be worried about is getting all of the witnesses to come forward before they disappear.
Jack, can you talk to the witnesses right now? Can you tell them what you would like to say to them right now?
Call me if you need help. Call me.
Say if they're in a position where they can't call, what do they need to be doing?
Pray without ceasing and know that God is real. Even if you pray for a razor to slit his throat the next time he lays down on you.
That's real. Now, Jack, speaking of slap your mama.
Yeah. Just the seasoning. Lots of flavor.
Yeah, no, Biggie's mama just came out and said, if Diddy was in front of me right now, I would slap the daylights out of him. Please quote me on that.
Yeah.
Just her, she doesn't speak about this often, but just knowing what she's probably been through and seen, where
he lied
Diddy,
to her
right,
so much. And I'm sure somewhere in her heart she always suspected. A mother knows. I know her pain. I lost a child at 25. I'm sure there was a space in her that always thought. But faith was so adamant about how that could never be. And there were other people. That could never be. What she said, she's been waiting to say 25 years. Because I know in her heart she knows that's a good Jamaican woman. God-fearing. She's been waiting to say that 25 years, and good for her.
Yeah,
and I promise you, Miss Wallace, with everything on both of our sons, that nigga's going to trial.
There you go. Jack, they said that with Biggie, his friends and his confidants are coming forward saying that Biggie was wanting to leave
there where he died.
Wow.
Just the other.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting. See, they got this big old monstrosity. It looks like some kind of Masonic temple sitting there on the corner where he passed away. And it looks, like the gaudy monstrosity that it is, except for one thing. We started filming it. When the lights on the building come on at night, it's pure blood red. It's not like some kind of emergency building where it needs to be the only red building in the neighborhood to save lives and shit. That's LA is a graveyard, bro.
There were times where people have said, Puffy, that Biggie will die before he give him 100% of his publishing rights. And
absolutely.
A lot of people left Puffy because of that. And they say
kept
Biggie,
their word. Each of them kept their word. He was willing to die for it. Gotta be careful the shit you say out your mouth. Sometimes it comes true. He said he was ready. Puffy just held him to it.
Now, the guy Jonathan Oddi, he said to the feds, he spoke on the Boule.
Yeah.
As part of the Illuminati that Diddy was a part of. And
Illuminati.
the Shluminati.
Yeah.
So the Boule.
That the party. The dark party. Where human beings
are these things about to come to light?
They're starting to, but I'm sure, like I said, people need to encourage all the witnesses to come forward before they start to disappear. This shit has been going on for hundreds of years. Hundreds. Right under society's very nose. Skull and bones. Bro. This ain't not new. It's just new to them. Why is it so old to me? Me and Chyna was talking about that. I was just telling her how proud I was of her for making it out of Calabasas alive with God in her heart. And I wanted to remind her how remarkable she is. Not even Lamar Odom got away from the Kardashians, and Angie did.
Oh, Jack, stay right there because we're gonna touch on that chance meeting, but I do have to ask you. Dame Dash came forward in regards to speaking on the Diddy situation, and he used the words that he was disappointed, and he said if it was his daughter, that Puff will be dead. He said Puff is dead. If that was his daughter, and that video came out.
Oh yeah, he ain't lying.
The fact that Jay-Z hasn't said nothing, or of course he's probably not going to say nothing, but Dame feels that way.
I don't know why. He should know all the time they spent together. I'm really disgusted at the fact that just 6 months ago, this big lip bastard was courting to have his birthday turned into a national holiday. For what? What, he Columbus and he stumbled into a place and destroyed all indigenous people and called it something different? Like, what did he do so great? What? He don't do shit for Moxie. He don't do shit for nobody. Fuck, you deserve a national holiday for.
Jack, we're getting closer to having D Haven sit on the couch. I'm curious, let's say if you weren't there, what would you want to have D Haven ask? Like, what question would you?
I have no questions for D Haven. I only have one thing to tell him. Something he should know. That's all.
Okay. All right, so
But if there were a question, what was it about him that got you so? I know what it was about him for me. But I would really like to know what had you so convinced that he was really your friend. Your family took care of him. He admired you so much, he assumed your whole identity.
that's a good question. What was it about him so much?
What was it about him that did it for you? Because I know what did it for me.
What was it for you, Jack?
We took very careful care of the words we use with one another. Unspoken confidence. But I admired the way I looked in his eyes. When I sang, he would light up like a Christmas tree and go into a trance. He couldn't even help it on Unplugged. The baskets, the car, the clothes, special dinners with the private chef, poetry, art. I think the reason why he collected women the way he did was so he could be a different him with everyone, you know? But the one thing every woman that's ever been with him has in common is they know how violent he can be. And they've experienced it, whether it was him or whether he said ta-ta. You know, for the days he didn't want to dirty his clothes. If I'm lying, Sean, sue me. Ain't got nothing else to hide. Do you?
All right, Jack. Speaking of being able to sing, we recently seen you with the great Toni. The first meeting.
That's alumni.
Yeah, the alumni's connect. How did that, like, for you to meet Toni? How did that take place? How did that? Y'all been in communication forever, but never.
She
quite
sent out
been
a bird call, so I called her and said, "You sending out bird calls?" And she said, "We barbecue it. Come over." I said, "Send the address." She said, "All right." I said, "I'll be there in a few." That's it. Nothing special. You know, like real friends do.
Real people. You also met Angela. You met Blac Chyna for the first time.
Yeah, me and Angie finally got to hug her and just look upon her face. I'm so proud of her. And I'm proud of Toke. But I'm proud of them. I've always told Toke. And you know what? Now that we're all around and I'm going to be making cookies for the kids or sliders, whatever they want, I'm going to rent that movie, Gypsy, about the burlesque dancer, Gypsy Rose Lee, and her mother, who was a stage mom, and their complicated relationship, like Toke and Angie always remind me of that movie because they were showbiz mom and daughter. And, they went through all of the years and they had their ups and their downs and they had their this and their that. But at the end of the day, they were able to look at each other and say, God damn, we made it and I'm proud of you. And that's what I saw on Memorial Day with Angie and Shalana. And I've been praying for that since we came into each other's lives. And I know that I'm good with God because he answers my prayers. I almost got into a fight in Loose Spirit in Take 10 over Tope and Angie getting the tattoos and reconciling. And I was so happy. And this one bitch said to me, you don't know them? I don't know why you acting happy. I was like, that's actually my friend. And she said, that ain't your friend. I was like, I'm not about to argue with you about who my friend is. And she said, well, fuck her and her daughter. Tell them to blind you out since you got rich friends. And that's when I went to go run over, you know what I mean? And the officer called me. I almost bust that bitch in a fucking mouth. And then I had to remember I was in jail. They were angry. I know who I am. I know who they are, and just be grateful. And I went back into my decent mood. What was it like? It was like me and long lost cousins. That's what it was like. Family. See, when you come into people's life genuinely, you can have a genuine experience.
Very true.
All I ever wanted for Shalana or Angie is to see the love that I saw and felt Memorial Day. I'm blessed. Period.
Yeah, no, Tokyo hit us up the very next day saying, man, me and Jack kicked it to like 3 a.m. Jacuzzi. We shit, man. You might have spent the night. You should have.
Listen to me. If I didn't want some alone time with my dude, we might have. I would have fell asleep in the hot tub. We was up in there.
Man.
And Sir Charles brought out the charcuterie tray and we talked and but we had a great conversation. And it was, different generations, but having a conversation about the same things and everyone brought their perspective. It was beautiful. I'm just glad that Odell was able to capture it all. It's going to be fabulous to see.
No, it is. And for those that, and real quick, I want to tell them what they can't see it, but you embraced Blac Chyna with a hug, and I seen both in your eyes and her eyes, just the embrace. The spirit of Blac Chyna, from what you saw on the media to meeting her, what spirit did you feel like,
Joy.
There you go.
That woman is at peace. Her children are beautiful. She's enriching her life and she's leaving all of that shit behind. And I pray that everybody gets on the Angela White journey because she's focused and she's pure and just joy. And she got a good man. And that's even a nice little caveat. It doesn't make her. It just adds to her canvas, But she is a work of art, that little girl, and I love her.
Now you speak on escaping the Kardashians, where you said Lamar Odom, he just went on, I think, Academics page and spoke a lot. But we also seen Tyga and Travis. What's his name? What's the other one named? Travis Scott.
Astronaut.
They were fighting backstage at a concert. Like, what? It kind of let me know what that was probably about.
Witchcraft. Strange thing to a man's mind. Look at Andre 3000.
But these are the Jenners, though. That's Chris. That's the Jenner part of it. They
not the same. Is it Jenner, Dashian, Jen Dashian? I don't know. Whatever it is, they're all a bunch of mixed nuts, messed up in the mind. They involve everything that they're involved in turns to chaos. How does no one see that? They turn men into women.
Witchcraft for you.
Somehow they keep getting away with allegedly, overdosing old Lamar. He barely made it out the Bunny Ranch alive. You go there to have a good time, not to die.
With that being said, the visual footage of you meeting Tokyo Toni for the first time, meeting Blac Chyna for the first time, and actually having a soiree with him, just basically just having a good old, just amazing. And you even sit down and I believe there's times where you even have a chance to talk with Tokyo by yourself.
Yeah.
There's footage of this out. Where are you going to be? Where can the world go find this footage?
RealJag.com.
Oh, okay.
Where all the Real Jag content will be from here on out.
Exclusive.
So if you want the royalty, get it from me. RealJag.com. Go subscribe.
You know, part of me could picture you and Tokyo walking
I
around.
do need to know from you, gentlemen, because you're holding something
Go ahead.
that I cherish. When can I announce the official rollout of Revealing with Chyna Gold?
Now. Now, if you want. I mean, let's set a date. That, people hold that against you, Jack. That like you brought Regina Gold in.
But I didn't.
Go ahead. Yeah, speak on that.
She came to me. She screamed for me even when I didn't know. There was a couple of YouTubers that made the formal introduction. And regardless of whether or not I believe that girl was lying, what I wanted to know was why. And we took that journey down that path. I mean, you guys know, you produced it. I think it's time for the world to see everything that happened from the time she got off that bus in Texarkana, Texas, to the moment that she decided to betray me with Genesis. Everything in between this, on those recordings, is it not, gentlemen?
It is. And it's thick. It's thick. So yes.
So
let's get that to the world.
How about rather than judging, you just subscribe to RealJag.com. And then you'll be able to get your answers. And we can reveal the real Regina Gold to you.
So quick question. For the RealJag.com, and they see the footage of you and Tokyo Toni coming together for the first time. Do y'all kiss? Like, is there a kiss involved?
What you talking about, Willis?
Smile it off. RealJag.com, y'all. Yes. RealJag.com. That's
what I'm say is twerking in a hot tub can lead to things.
Amen. Now,
RealJag.com. I gotta tell you one thing, that man of mine is a hell of a cameraman.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
All right, Dad.
I'm so glad that I lived to see his actual name turn into a public service announcement.
I mean, for real. Like, seriously. Like
yeah. Like in a couple of years, maybe 15 years, rather than Candyman, it'll be the Diddler. Say his name 3 times and Tootsie will appear.
Oh, man.
Could happen to a better freak.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it, Jag. As we're speaking, people could probably hear the news in the background. It's a little loud because something has just happened within the world that's unprecedented. Donald Trump, our president, 46, I don't know what number he is, but found guilty on 34
45. Charges. That's it. He was 45.
Oh, yeah, that's that. Found guilty on all 34 charges.
Didn't work this time.
Did not work this time.
What happened to his friends? He had so many friends. January 6, 2021, they all just, look at this. Maybe they went Jay-Z.
Yeah. And this is of the moment right now. So let's get right into this, because they said right when it was red, Donald Trump tore into the judge, tore into Biden, went red, became who he innately is, because he thought he was protected, and now he's convicted. I mean, he's not convicted yet, but
they found him guilty.
They found him guilty, so he's convicted, just not sentenced yet. Let's just say that. He's a convicted felon because these were felony
Donald
charges.
Trump ain't gonna step foot in jail. Not one.
Why do you say that? Go ahead.
If I tell the truth, I could be arrested for creating pandemonium and terror. But what I will say is this. 50 Russian operatives disappeared last year. Came in from Cuba. 50 Russian operatives came in from Cuba. They lost track of them. Last year, never said whether or not they located them.
With that said,
Mar-a-fucking-Lago, bro. Mar-a-fucking-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago, man. Oh my God, it's all falling down. This is House of Cards playing out in real life. This is Kevin Spacey's House of Cards.
This is, if y'all saw what happened on January 6th, and that was on an election. Imagine what they'll do for his freedom.
Well, let me ask you this: as a
think Proud Boys?
Oh yeah, they coming. White hats, red hats.
Sam Houston will come down before Trump will go to jail.
Damn, not the big.
Promise you that. You saw how he left the White House. Imagine what he'll do on Buckingham. It's Donald Trump.
So, Jack, can I ask you, as a convicted felon, who normally convicted felons can't vote, can a convicted felon run for president? I mean, what is about to happen on November 4th? What's about to happen with this election?
I don't know. I got a feeling that America's just gonna skip it.
Oh shit!
Might as well. It's all going to shit.
Let's skip. Let's just say.
Yeah, fuck it, man.
Vacant office.
Let's all go to Bali and live with Russell Simmons and drink lemongrass. Look at fucking children's catalogs.
Oh no. No.
First the fat boys, now this.
So, with that being said, Trump convicted felon, America's in shambles, Biden's getting old. Is there someone that?
Diddy? What are you talking about? He more spry than he ever been.
Oh,
Getting older, he must be getting better. I mean, he can't read the teleprompter for shit, but that motherfucker can fall off a bike and get up in record time.
Maybe it's a Tusi. What I'll say is, is there someone? Is there someone that you would like to see just that could probably take
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. You got 4 months. You got 4 months.
I vote for Matthew. That's the only man I'm voting for this year is Matthew McConaughey. Producing GOP, get behind him. We need someone hot that still has a great ass that cares about something.
So you see the connection. Trump indicted or not indicted yet, but or indicted. He's found guilty for hiding a sex worker. You got Diddy with sex workers, sex slaves. Is this the world of sex workers, sex slaves that we live in? Like, is this the world we're in now?
I'm telling you, it's coming. This is the thing that's messing the world up. They think that the world they're living in is the real world. It's not. The real world is all this shit that you see happening right now. You live in America. Let's just be honest, most of our news is fake, choreographed, or computer generated now. You can barely tell the difference when they're using AI commentators and reporters. We're coming into a different time. I think we're a little behind. I think it's time for everybody to start getting real. Let's get all the weirdos in jail and let's hurry up and see what's going to happen in November. Because from what it's looking like to me, ain't looking like we're going to have much of an election. But I will vote for Matthew McConaughey, good Texas man.
All All right.
Mhm.
If you
And he's
could,
nice to look at. We haven't had anyone nice to look at in a while. You know, we did the actor thing. We had Ronald Reagan. You know,
should Hillary jump back in?
no,
Damn, she's a
I
woman.
think we passed that. Let's just skip that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other woman? Condoleezza?
Yeah.
Condoleezza?
No.
Condoleezza.
No, I think women need to be worried about raising their children so we can bring down the crime rate.
I feel you on that.
That's
Some
what I
other
think.
women might not.
I think the news says that we don't have enough parental supervision happening at home. I think the crime rate states that a 2-parent working home might not be conducive for this day and age.
Stay-at-home dads. Is that not?
Or a mom.
Yeah.
But I think somebody needs to be worried about raising their kids other than Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty. And
Jag, what did you think about Camron's CNN interview?
I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it. I'm literally like, for real, I'm boycotting. If it's, I'm just skipping it.
Keep on going.
I'm just being honest.
Let me ask, Jack, if you
What
felt
did he say?
that he didn't say nothing.
See?
He promoted
I mean,
he promoted some type of what was it, Rook? He promoted some type of sex stimulant and said, why do y'all have me on here to talk about?
What color was he wearing this time?
Yeah, he said, why y'all got me out here talking about Diddy? I don't know that man. And
You don't know what?
hey, he copped out.
Since when? Him and Mario spent a lot of time together on Star Island at Diddy's. What you think I don't remember you, Camron? On Ocean Drive in your bright pink stretch shit and Mario dripped in all them yellow diamonds looking like some kind of wild canary. You don't know him? Since when? You know about as good as the game know him. And the game knew him well. Freak off much. Okay, you don't know. Anyway, what was you saying?
And let me ask you, Jack, which location which location you feel holds darker secrets? Epstein Island or Star Island?
Equal. Same crowd, same activity. Yeah.
It's an island stay off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I done seen plenty of strange shit on Star Island. More than I care to remember. Some shit, I wish there's some shit I wish I could forget. Like Khaled and that strong neck.
What? Okay. Okay. The DJ. So Jack, let me ask you if
I need to see that.
oh shit. I'm curious of what you saw, man.
Like I told you, he got a strong neck. Kind of stamina you don't expect in a large man. He was saying,
Jack, if every door in America could open right now, every household door in America, when it comes to sex workers, sex slaves, how many of those will be exposed or be freed if every door could open? Every closed door in every house.
1 in 4.
1 in 4. Wow.
Mm-hmm. In one way or another. Wow. Whether it's virtual or physical or a combination of both. Whether you're being pimped out by your family or whether you're being pimped out by your manager / boyfriend. We need to stop pretending this isn't an epidemic. Period. And as an artist of over 30 years, we need to make artistry cruelty free. It's just, it's too much. It's too much, because what people aren't realizing, as these workers come out and as all of these things start to come out, you're going to have to go back and listen to me and remind yourself how I said the video girls, biggest victims. Biggest victims. And that little white girl, she came out, what was she?
Exactly what you said. Model. Seeking stardom.
Yeah. See, when you get to use people's vanity against them, what a lot of people don't talk about, and I'm not trying to start no trouble on the couch, but I have to acknowledge Charleston White. Now, this is, you say I got antics and I'm the female Orlando, so let me just keep it straight. What gives you the right to diminish that woman's pain by calling her a gold digger and a clout chaser? What gave you the right to do that? She got her ass kicked because she went back to go get the Louis Vuitton, and she liked doing all the stuff she liked doing for Louis Vuitton. That was a way to really cheapen her pain. I heard some other idiot sit there and call what the diddler did to her simple assault. Who agrees with that? That what we saw Diddy do to Cassie on CNN fucking him, simple assault. Well, he didn't use a real weapon. What do you mean? The second that he punted her like a goddamn fucking football, his foot became a weapon. And the second he picked up that vase and he threw it at her, that vase became a weapon. It's the way people like to diminish things when they happen to women. That bothers me. I fucking hate misogyny.
So,
how dare you, Charleston? See, we share the same birthday, but we do not share the same plight. I am not you and you are not fucking me. Stop convincing yourself that you could ever be. I'm not a character, I'm me. You gotta pretend to be something to sell you. Don't ever speak about Cassie or another one of these victims again.
And Jack,
not, because I know too many things about you, kid. I've been polite for the sake of this couch. Don't make me go on Real Jag and act a fool. Because if you think Tasha K investigated you, clearly you don't know how resourceful I am. Shout out to Cassie and her husband and their children. Because for someone to accuse you of going through all of that torture for couture, you proved them wrong the second that you ran away to save your life and actually have one for once. Salute to you. And not just Cassie, every victim that comes forward, salute to you.
yeah, that's what.
God, Charleston, don't bump into me. Because I promise you, I will bump right back into you. Fucking weirdo.
Jack, that's what I want to say was in which Cassie, she of course signed her deal, was promised 10 albums, only dropped one.
Yeah.
Now, upon leaving Diddy and trying to get out of that contract, she had to, of course, non-disparaging agreements. But Diddy, he psychologically kind of continued to torture her, congratulating her on her baby,
Not kind of.
Yeah, not kind of.
Played in her fucking face, and he played in her husband's face.
Posting pictures, doing things after she left him.
Thanking her.
Thanking her.
Holding him down.
Yeah.
Through the dark times.
Through the dark. He said that in the BET Awards in 2022. Thank you for holding me down.
In front of Carisha.
In front of Carisha.
And he didn't even mention her name while she was sitting there with a fucking amateur fucking craft store, Michael's craft store fucking, yay, daddy. He didn't even say your name, bitch. Carisha. Please.
Yeah, how fucked up is that to play like Cassie, after we seen that video, to know that exists and that kind of treatment existed to her.
And you wanted that. You wanted that. That's what she ran to, because she knew exactly what the fuck it was, and she was down for every last second of it. I hate bitches like her because they make that shit look cute, and they convince other girls to come when they need other participants. Any bitch that can walk a woman into certain hell and call herself a woman. Ain't no woman in my book.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
with that being said, Jag, you again showed a beautiful, beautiful voice on your Instagram with Tokyo Toni. People are gonna be looking for music. TheRealJag.com. Will we see music there as well?
Absolutely. We start streaming in 45 days.
Yeah, I don't know why you be hiding your voice so much. Everybody be like, damn, Jag, we like the truth and we like your voice.
Well, I won't say that I hide it. I made a promise to myself. I wouldn't release any music that would earn any profit until I was sure that none of those profits helped aid and abet these criminals that I ran from. I won't make another dime for that system. I always find it so interesting when people say that the industry don't want you. I don't want it. I don't. What I do want to do is create a new pathway for the future so we can walk away from this archaic, barbaric system that does nothing but break people apart for other people's entertainment and profit, and turn it into something that can not only sustain artists, but help them sustain their communities. Your local artist is a community leader. How proud do you think people from Compton are to walk through the streets of LA right now after what Kendrick did to Drake? It boosts morale. When James Brown came out with "I'm Black and I'm Proud," Black America was at its strongest. What the fuck happened to us, yo? And then I sat down this morning with an original Panther from Compton. And I put him on the phone with the chairman of the board, Fred Hampton Jr. And I'm like, boom, that's why I'm here.
There you go. There you go,
that's
man.
Why I'm here.
Much.
We all need to get ready. Donald Trump ain't gonna go to jail. And I feel sorry for America if they try to make him.
Purge.
Y'all thought January 6th was crazy. Let them put Donald Trump in handcuffs and say he got to book into a facility. Matthew McConaughey for president. I'm feeling it.
There you go. There you go. But you already know what it is. Matthew McConaughey, man. We'll see what it is, man. TheRealJag.com. She'll probably have some posters of Matthew on her.
Oh, absolutely.
Some brochures going.
He is the realest nigga I know.
Hey, man. There you go. There you go. Any Texan. So, hey, I'm all for him. Well, Jag, I appreciate it, man. It's crazy how these things happen. We definitely, you're abroad right now. We miss you on the actual physical couch, but we definitely will get you back. We're working on something right now. That should be crazy.
I'll be back soon.
Should be crazy. So we can't wait to see you back. But if something does kick up, man, you know we're gonna be on your phone line one more time, like Jaguar Wright. Tune in.
Here I am.
So we thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, wait a minute. How close are we to 1 million?
We're less than 10,000 away.
Yeah, we're almost there, Jack.
We're almost there. We are less than 10,000 away. The countdown begins.
Pray we get it today. 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 Pray today is the day.
So Jack, can you, for right now, because it's gonna happen right when this goes out, can you just say just real quick a congratulations on him? Can we just have something like that? You got something to wave a towel? Grab that towel behind you. Wave that motherfucker. Something. Give us a 1 million celebration real quick.
I got something better. Them that's God shall get, them that's not shall lose. And so the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the couch that's got his own. That's got his own. And y'all built this on your own.
Man, come on now.
Jaguar
Wright, Jaguar Wright.
From y'all.
Thank you so much, man. We couldn't have did it without you. God dang it, man. It's God's plan. So let's go through
I'm
it.
glad to do it with you. And I'm glad that we did it for Dallas.
Right.
Because let's not forget, it was Dallas that brought us together.
Right.
There you go.
For Dallas.
There you go.
Triple
Dallas,
D.
we gotta say it, Jaguar Wright. You are a real life
Street star.
With y'all.
Come on now. That million sounds good. Let's sell Mazel Tov. Let's go.
Mazel. Good things. Good things.
Jaguar Wright, thank you so much.
Hey.
We'll talk to you soon. Love.
Love you.
Yeah.
Shout out real street stars, nigga. Move. Hey.